I remember saying, God, if there's a God out there, I feel really lost and really afraid right now. And if there's any God out there, could you just help me out this one time? And as soon as I prayed that prayer, this lady stopped and she shared, her faith with me, and she shared that she was a Christian and she didn't normally do this kind of thing, but God really spoke to her to stop and give me a ride. And it had an impact on me. Somebody who I'd really looked up to was my stepbrother, Don. I came back from Edmonton and I called him up to see how he was doing, and he told me he'd become a Christian. Because I know I was blind, I was filled with hatred. You saw the signs on my wall and the posters, but I've been set free. And I remember instantaneously thinking back about that woman who picked me up, thinking back of, even watched, at night we would even watch Huntley Street. You're talking about the prayer lines. But back in the 70s, there was nothing else on TV at Sunday night after 2 o'clock in the morning, and they would always have a rerun of Huntley Street. So I'd watch your dad, David Baines, on Huntley Street. I remember one time I called them up to challenge them, and they ministered back to me and got a pastor to call me, and all these things started to kind of come into place. And I remember when Donald said, I was blind, but now I can see. I remember it hit me. That's what I need in my life. But there was a joy that came in that had never been there before. And that was the transformation point. All the things, the drugs and the violence and all the things that had been out there in my life before that, it just started to dissolve. And there was where there was bitterness and hatred, there was love for people.